Good afternoon. So I'm here with a new pistol that I got from Pellets last week, and it's called the Swiss Arms Sparrow. Okay, there we go. That's the box. Very basic box, not a lot on it really. Pretty flat. As with this Swiss Arms manual as well, it's also very basic, multiple languages, and the only real interesting really is the rear page. Yeah, which is all in. There you go. That's the instructions. So it's very basic. Is the word. Right, so we'll go on to the pistol. So this is the Swiss Arms, there you go, Swiss Arms Sparrow, and these do 177 and 2.2. Now originally I tried to get a 2.2, but Pellet says that they probably weren't going to come in, and they've actually gone off the website now. So I said, oh, can you send me a 177? And they did, really good. Rang them up. So this is the 177 version. So what I'm going to do is run you through what it's like. So it's all polymer. It's got actually a really nice grip. It's quite small as well, which I think would be ideal for smaller hands. See, I've got medium-sized hands. There's plenty of room there. The trigger distance is about there. Okay, so that's pretty good. So that'd be all right for like smaller hands. So it doesn't weigh like, weighs 2 pounds. Obviously, your brake barrel. It's got quite a nice seal there as well. So it does actually seal well. Good positive lock. It's got some nice sights, they're fully adjustable at the back, and if I can just line up the actual foresight like that, the actual sight picture is very good. It's very tight. In fact, I like sights like this because the least amount of air you have either side of the rear sight with the foresight in, the more accurate these things will be. Look at any target pistol, yeah, they're normally very tight, aren't they? So yeah, it's got a cross trigger safety, okay, off and on, okay, very positive. It's got a nice pull. The initial pull, once it's cocked, is only 1.5 pounds to a second stage release. There's a tiny little bit of creep, and then it goes at 3.5 pounds. So it's not really match trigger grade, but it is very precise. So there's a little bit of creep, and it'll go very consistent. And it does actually show in the target. So obviously, I'll do a Crony test. I'll use some R10 matches. These are really top quality wad cutters using my target pistol, like my Steyr. They're 7 grain, and they've got a 4.49mm head. Got a smaller head, this one. So what did it do through the Crony? I put 5 shots through. It did 2.57 foot-pounds energy with a spread of 5.5 over 5 shots and a deviation. Now this is out the box. It was dieseling a little bit as well, so that probably would affect its consistency. I've been firing a few more through, another 50 shots through, and the smoke has started to dissipate, which is really good. All springers tend to diesel. I mean, my Varrock Silver Star 45 2.2 is still dieseling, which often when I shoot her. Okay, so the data, very little data in the manual. Barrel length is 220mm, which is 8.7 inches. Weight is 904 grams, which is 2 pounds. The trigger pull, as I said, is 1.5 to the first stage and 3.5. Very consistent. Okay, that's the data there. Okay, so I'll just put it there so you can actually see the data. You can pause it and read it. Again, these are 18 UK. Really good. So what do I think? Well, I did some rested. I always do a bit of a rested, and then I do a freestanding at 10 yards to see how it shoots out the box. And don't forget, I said it was diesel a little bit still. So semi-rested, what did I get? 5 shots, and that's the 5 shots. You said I was getting the actual sight position right. Like I said, I just rested on a rice bag, so it wasn't completely still, but it shoots very central, yeah, out the box. And obviously you've got 3 shots through the centre and 2 lower down. Probably just moving, not quite getting the foresight in the correct position, but that's all about practice. And also, obviously, because of dieseling, you get varying degrees of power because of obviously that bit of oil actually gives you that extra bit of energy from the pellet, which you don't really want. So the idea with the Springer is shoot 100 shots or 200 shots through it, and it should settle down. Okay, so that was actually rested or semi-rested on front of a rice bag. Then I took it outside. I thought, oh, freestanding. I always try a bit of freestanding, and actually this was even better. I was quite surprised. Obviously, I shot a few pellets through it at this time, but apart from the one I actually pulled low, I put 4 shots through there, freestanding at 10 yards, which I thought pretty impressive, really. I know they're a very good pellet, and the actual, obviously the quality of the rifle barrel is actually very good in this as well. So yeah, It's £2, quite light, nicely balanced, most of the weight is down here. It does look like it's got could have a dovetail rail on top of it. I'll have to try and fit a actual 9mm ring on it and see if that is a dovetail. It looks like a dovetail. Obviously you'd have to take the rear sight off, but that's just a screw there by the looks of it. If it's anything by most of the other sort of sights you get like this, it's just unscrewed and there's a spring underneath you to take the whole thing off, and you can just normally use the rail. So it looks like it's got a short rail from there down to there. I'll have to look into that. It doesn't tell you in the manual obviously. So it potentially, you could possibly fit a pistol scope on it. But to be fair, I mean, the actual sight picture is actually so good. I think if you can keep this still, this will shoot really well. Yeah, really well. I might even try some one-handed shooting with this at 10 yards. I'm going to do it 10 yards to 12.5 metres like I normally do when I do the outdoor review, but I might do it one-handed and see how it does, because I think it'll shoot. If I can just keep a still one-handed, I reckon I should be able to get a decent group. Inside an inch anyhow. Okay, so that is a Swiss Arms Sparrow. Yeah, it seems a really nice pistol. Like I said, UK 80, yeah. Well made, nice plastic finish. It's not a rough plastic, it's really nice. It's almost like a lot of soft touch plastic, yeah. And same with the grip. The grip is really nice. Like I said, not a particularly huge grip, so it'd be ideal for youngsters. I reckon you teach a youngster to shoot it like that, obviously under supervision, obviously adult supervision. So yeah, we'll look forward to see how it shoots when we take it out dials and do the outdoor shooting review. So just show you over it again. So that's like a rubberized sort of grip. Obviously when you have a springer, make sure you check these screws every so often because they do vibrate. And there's not too much information there. See, the barrel stops just inside there, so it's a decent length barrel. It goes from there, the break, all the way through to there. So it's a nice lengthy barrel. I did say it was about 7. Does say it was 7 inches. Yeah, 8.7. Yeah, nearly 9, 8.5, so 8.5 inches. So it's a decent length barrel. Okay, there we go. So I hope you got a little unboxing video. Take care. Have a great weekend, and thanks for watching.